Welcome to English Acquired.
The Alps. These are the mountains of the Alps. They are very big mountains. Really big. Super huge mountains. Lots of mountains all together like this are called a mountain range. And the Alps are a mountain range here in Europe, above Italy. The green part of this map, the area that is green, is where the Alps are. A long time ago, in the year 218 BC, which was 2,241 years ago, a man named Hannibal crossed the Alps with a big army, a huge army. Big, huge. The army was made up of somewhere between 20,000 and 50,000 people. Soldiers. They all went through the entire mountain range. They did not make any tunnels because they did not have any way to do that back then. So, Hannibal and his army went over the mountain range. They crossed the Alps. Here we have another image of Hannibal's army crossing the Alps. Hannibal's crossing of the Alps was so difficult, so challenging, for a few reasons. One reason is that the mountains are not easy to walk through. They are not flat, not at all. This mountain range was very difficult to move through. Also, the weather was very challenging and would change a lot. One day it might be sunny, but then soon it could start to rain in a heavy storm and snow. Crossing a mountain in a snowstorm would be very difficult, very cold, very wet. Another problem was that there was not a lot of food. It is very difficult to carry food for a whole army across a mountain. So, Hannibal told his army to stop and look for food while they were crossing the Alps. He also had his army steal food from other people living in small towns along the way. While crossing the Alps, Hannibal's army also had to fight with other small armies and villages. This is a village. It is a place where a small amount of people live. We could also call it a town. We use the word village for older and less advanced towns. I would call this a village, and I would call this a town, and I would call this a city. Now, back to Hannibal and his army. One thing that I think is crazy is that Hannibal and his army crossed the Alps with elephants. Can you imagine trying to cross a huge mountain range that is lots of mountains with elephants? I can't imagine thinking it's even possible. They started with about 37 elephants, and many elephants died during the crossing of the Alps. But some elephants did in fact survive and make it to Italy. The Italians who lived in Italy were so surprised when they saw that elephants had crossed the Alps and made it to their country. Some people have said that only one elephant survived, and some have said that a few, 3, 4, or 5, survived and made it to Italy. The elephants were important for battle in war, because when the other army saw the elephants for the first time, this huge animal, they were very scared. I think I would be too if I had never seen an elephant before and all of a sudden I had to fight a battle against an army with them. I would think, oh no, we don't have anything like that. This is going to be very bad. If I could bring any animal to a battle, I think I would bring some cheetahs, some chimpanzees, some rhinos, and maybe some alligators. What animals would you bring? Or would you say, let's not fight, let's just be friends and share the food and the land? That would be my favorite choice. That sounds like the best option. Maybe if we can all speak the same languages, it can help us as humans to understand each other and stop fighting and having wars. Then we can keep all of our elephants and not just a few. Thank you for watching my video, and great job putting in the time and effort to get better at English. Bye bye, and I'll see you in the next video.